How cool is that, right? I'm gonna get Chris to cover some of the features for me, but I wanted to just stand back and do a walk around on that real quick. Car's built a lot of ZL1 Camaro features to it. Engine, interior. I can't wait to show you that. Carbon fiber is real carbon fiber. It's not decals. None of that's decals. All paint. Look at those wheels. Matched and fit the car perfect. Man, I just get excited when I meet a new builder and they can turn out a product like this, guys, because I know that's a gold mine, right? I can bring them to you and show them to you all the time. No, I'm just really digging this ride. They've been done to death. I'm not saying they still don't make cool ones out there, but man, I am really impressed with that car. I just absolutely love it. Chris, tell me what mods we got going on in front of this car.
Well, Scotty, like I said, from the firewall forward, what we have here is we've integrated a ZL1 Camaro into every aspect of this car. So we've had to stretch the whole firewall forward just to integrate some of the electronics inside the car. This is a LSA motor right out of the ZL1. We've changed the pulleys, we upgraded the supercharger, we've added valve covers, got it up over about 800 horsepower. And then to get going with the suspension and the wheels, we actually had to modify the whole fender for the air ride because the tire came through too far. We raised it all up. And then now, following the ZL1 theme, we integrated the ZL1 actual factory hood scoop into it, which started the whole carbon fiber theme throughout the whole car with the factory supercharger cooler underneath, so it's fully functional. And we move forward into the headlights. We've used the factory Camaro projector HID headlight. We've handmade the buckets to go around it to fit all the internal electronics. So now a 1934 Ford actually has projector HID headlights. The fog lights as well are the factory ones out of the Camaro, and we've used the 37 Ford taillight bucket to house everything again, just to follow the entire theme. We started out with the ZL1 trunk lid hinges and then modified them there to open up the hood backwards, and then you end up with a car that doesn't look like it has a Camaro in it, but it does.
And you've made it look like an old 350 with the valve covers and all on it.
Well, and that's what we wanted to jump at, because everybody has the coils sticking out, and we wanted to make it look like it wasn't just plunked in there, it actually fit the entire theme. It all flowed through. We used the factory cover, but then extended it so that it actually just follows the whole theme with it. And then the old school piping, the old school headers.
Is that real carbon fiber on the roof?
Yes, it is actually. What we've done is we wrapped the entire top half of the car and the door in true carbon fiber, and we actually used real resins, rolled it out, and blocked out the entire thing to give you this seamless, beautiful look. So it's not just a sticker, it's actual true carbon fiber. Following the ZL1 hood scoop theme, we wanted to run that throughout the entire car, and then down into the door, into the running boards, which we've molded everything together. So what you'd usually have for a footrest is actually carbon fiber. And then what we did here with the carbon fiber in the door, we wanted to integrate. We used a crashed factory ZL1 Camaro. So what we did is it's a roadkill iron. We used the 666 to show that we revitalized the car and brought it back out of the dead. So and bring it back through, and we kind of gave the Camaro another life.
Right. No, very cool, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, Scotty. What we have is we have the stereo equipment. These are actually ARC audio amplifiers, but we wanted to follow the 666 and carbon fiber theme. So we handmade the 666 logos to replace that. Again, brought the Roadkill R logo through it. And at the top is something a little special that we did for the owner. He didn't know about it until a few days ago. His father was actually nicknamed the Top Wop, and he actually passed away partway through the build. So I wanted this to actually pull on some heartstrings and really, really mean something to the owner of this car. So we added that in, and showing that it was approved, because he was a businessman and he did construction, so he always had to approve everything. So that was just kind of a little bit of a heartstring thing for the owner, and he absolutely loved it. And then as we move out of the trunk of the car, again, we brought the carbon fiber through. We've really tried to integrate as much of the ZL1 as we possibly can, using the ZL1 taillights with a widened fender to make everything fit. And then we've actually used ZL1 aftermarket Camaro tips, but then flipped them upside down so that they would fit the flow of the car a little bit more.
Dude, it's all in the details, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's not just using the part, it's about putting it in the right way so it follows the flow of the car.
Yes, sir.
No, very cool. So people take a new body style Camaro or a first generation Camaro and they put this interior in it. But who does this to like a 40, right?
Yes. Well,
nobody.
But this 1934, you'd think okay, the Camaro is not a big car, but it's a lot bigger than this 34 Ford. So it took a lot of modifications to get this stuff to shrink in here.
But dude, you made it fit.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it looks just like, now I see it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and it fits perfect. Even use the suede headliner just like the ZL1, and even the information center over there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Even the factory rear view mirror with the SOS, it has its OnStart, it has MyLink, it has backup.
You have
cameras.
OnStar?
OnStar, everything.
You're
this thing
kidding
has
me.
everything.
So does OnStar think this is a ZL1 Camaro?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Was it hard to get all this to fit in here?
Yes, it was actually a lot harder than it looks. We had to just take.
No, it looks hard. No,
We had
I
to
can't
take
imagine that.
just the concept of stuff and actually create the Camaro feel with the 34 Ford feel. So we used the factory gauges, the factory instrument cluster, even the console looks factory, but we've actually handmade that smaller just so that everything can fit and have 3 pedals. And
But you put the
steering wheel.
texture of like the normal texture would be on the Camaro. So it looks like a factory piece.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all are crazy, man.
Even-
What about this dash? What's that out of?
That's actually all hand-built fiberglass. We wrapped that in the factory Camaro. We wanted to run the red stitching because that's what the Camaros really had, so that we could integrate the factory gauges, and just kind of moved them around a bit, pulled the glass off, and it looks more like it would be from the 30s and 40s.
Now I'm being a wise butt here, but I gotta ask, you didn't hook up the heads-up display, did you?
We were thinking about it.
I bet you were.
We were thinking about
I
it.
bet you were. Take it home. Next thing you know, next time I see you, you'll be like, hey, you need to check that out. The heads-up's working.
We're still working on it.
That's right. Awesome, man. What a cool build, guys.
Thank you very much.
Chris, thanks so much for letting me shoot this 34, brother.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time with us.
No problem. Always a pleasure. Tell me, if people are interested in your shop, what's the best way to reach y'all?
Well, you can either see us on Facebook at Eccentric Autosports, or you can go on our website at xkautosports.com, and we'd be glad to get back to you and answer any questions you have.
Awesome. And got anything else coming?
We have lots coming. Always something coming.
Good. You keep up Facebook pretty good?
Virtually every day, yes.
Dude, we'll be following. We're ready for you.
I appreciate it, sir.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
So there you go. One really cool 34 Ford Roadkill from Detroit Autorama 2016, Eccentric Autosports Incorporated out of Canada. So there you go for all my Canadian followers. We got a builder up in Canada we're going to start featuring. How cool is that? Hope y'all have enjoyed it. See you.